I remember at the end of every summer thinking, oh, like it's over and it zoomed by. And a couple summers thinking, oh, I feel like I didn't really stop and enjoy it and pay attention. And I really think that that's what it's about. Whether you're sitting in your backyard, just noticing and thinking, feel the sun on my skin, this temperature, hear the birds, I'm drinking this lovely summery lemonade, and just paying attention to the fact that I'm being present in this moment of summer. So that's what we're talking about today is little ways to enjoy your summer.
Welcome to Redesigning Health and Home. I'm Meg.
And I'm Kerri. We love creating beautiful, functional spaces and living healthy, vibrant lives. So join us as we chat about simple, practical ways to take care of your body, mind, and your home. Whether it's fitness tips, home decor ideas, or navigating those big life moments, we're here to share what's working for us and what isn't, with some encouragement along the way.
And occasionally, we'll sprinkle in some fun topics to brighten your day and to make you smile. Let's redesign this life together, one step, one room, and one habit at a time.
Happy Friday, everyone. It's Meg and Kerri from Redesigning Health and Home, and we are so privileged that you're joining us today. Meg, how are things over in your world?
Absolutely fantastic. I have my good coffee today.
Ooh, what's your good coffee?
Well, I ran out. I found this one I was test tasting. Remember I asked you a couple episodes ago what kind of beans you like? Gosh, now we're on coffee. Geez, it wasn't even what we were going to talk about, but I'm excited because I ran out, but I have some pods, random pods in my drawer, and I just said, you have coffee, don't go buy anything. But it wasn't what I was used to. So my husband did some shopping yesterday, and I said, can you get the blue and white box, free reign? And I was so excited to wake up this morning and make my coffee that I was looking forward to so much. So I'm a happy camper, as they say.
Well, that's so funny because sometimes my husband will say, we'll go to bed and he'll say, I'm already dreaming about coffee tomorrow. And I'm like, that's fair. I feel like it is a great reason to get up in the morning. And we actually have my sister and her husband coming for a visit, and they're huge coffee drinkers. And I ordered some coffee pods for an espresso because I just don't know that everybody loves the beans that we have. And I was like, oh, I should have more than one option just in case they want something like a little stronger. So, yeah, I was thinking the same coffee thoughts that you were thinking.
Fun.
Yes.
So what about you? Anything new and exciting?
Well, I've been doing some updating in the bedroom. I kind of got back on that track. And so yesterday I was so happy because my husband installed my new fandelier, which is fan plus chandelier. And what makes it kind of cool is that the fan blades are retractable. And I mentioned this on a different episode, but I really wanted to check the reviews and make sure that people were happy with how the fan actually works, because I just didn't want to end up with just a light and never use the fan because it was crummy. But it is so cool. I'm actually going to post a video soon. It has all these different settings. You can change the temperature color of the bulbs in the chandelier. So it's all LED bulbs inside. And you can do nighttime or daytime settings. It's got 6 fan settings and it's reversible. You always talk about reminding people to change the direction of the fan, so it has that. But one of the coolest surprises about it is when it's nighttime and you turn it on, when the light comes through all the crystals, it makes our walls look like some kind of painting. It throws these shadows on the wall, which my husband and I think is super cool. Not everybody would love it because it's pretty dramatic. Like it's noticeable. It's not subtle. And I thought, oh, wow, if I recommended this to a client, they might not actually like that effect. We think it's really beautiful, but not everybody probably would love that. But 128 crystals is how many I installed, wearing my little white gloves so you don't get fingerprints on them. It took me, I don't know how many hours, but it took a lot of time. I had to take a break at one point because I was like, my neck is starting to get sore from looking up at this chandelier, but it's installed. We love it, and I'll share a video soon.
Well, you shared with me a sneak peek, and it is very high tech and cool and gorgeous. I just am in love with it.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'll definitely share a video post. We love it too. And I know that you've been super busy over at your house. What are you up to these days?
Well, summer is popping up here, right?
Hmm.
And you and I have been talking. Gosh, we should chat about summer because last year we kind of talked about summer a lot. So I wanted to really think about sometimes people make these big, elaborate, my summer needs to be on a yacht, on a, extensive vacation.
Right.
And then I thought, you can reel it back and still have a nice summer,
Yes.
enjoy your surroundings and your home. So that's what I think I'm going to talk about summer today. How about you?
Yes. That's our topic today is sneaking special moments into summer without breaking the bank or it having to be a big ordeal. Now, we have a vacation to Canada plan, but that's really our only kind of bigger summer plan. But I remember at the end of every summer thinking, oh, like it's over and it zoomed by. And a couple summers thinking, oh, I feel like I didn't really stop and enjoy it and pay attention. And I really think that that's what it's about. Whether you're sitting in your backyard, just noticing and thinking, ah, feel the sun on my skin, this temperature, hear the birds, I'm drinking this lovely summery lemonade, and just paying attention to the fact that I'm being present in this moment of summer. So that's what we're talking about today is little ways to enjoy your summer. So, Meg, my first question for you is this. What are you doing to enjoy your outdoor space? I know you have a beautiful location where you live. And have you added anything to make your outdoor space special?
We actually have. So we just purchased two lounge chairs.
Oh,
And it
nice.
took me forever to decide. So I did use the help of AI because when I was searching online, I saw a lot of chairs that looked similar.
Hmm.
But I thought, how could these prices be so different? How could the name of the chair be so different?
Right.
And it was told to me, I don't know for sure, that really you're probably getting the same chair,
Oh,
but it's marketed for specific companies or stores with a certain name or certain design. So I really wanted something that was easy to put together, that looked comfortable and classic and went with our color. So it's a pretty nice thick cream lounge cushion and it just has a black aluminum frame. And
oh,
it's
great.
way my husband said he is just loving going out there almost napping on it,
Yeah.
because we only got 2, but it's the 2 of us mostly here. We
Yes.
added that, and I would absolutely love to get the full set and everything, but right now, we're enjoying our 2 new chairs with what other pieces we have out there to enjoy our outdoors.
I want to ask, are the chairs something you could share with us? Share a photo or a link?
I could absolutely do that for sure. I will.
Great. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, we will share a photo of the chairs on here for people to see because I would love to see what it is that you got. That sounds wonderful. Napping out on a lounge chair. That sounds like a great way to enjoy summer for sure. You and I have talked about the fires and the fire pits, and we enjoy ours. We use it a ton. And so this year we added a bar cart to our patio. And I did that because I wanted it to hold, actually, specifically, I wanted it to hold a spray bottle and some paper towel to wipe down the chairs, just refresh them every time we go out there because they get dusty and the birds like to sit on them and that sort of thing. So it started out with, I just want to hold a couple things. And then I got thinking, well, let's get a little bit bigger cart so we can hold more things. So I bought some inexpensive plastic bins with lids and I put citronella candles in there, sunscreen, hand sanitizer, bug spray, all the things that you might need. Our favorite matches, the waterproof matches. And then I thought, what else could I put in there? Oh, how about a bottle opener and some paper plates and napkins and things like that. Now, our house isn't that far away that we can't run in and get things, but I was just thinking convenience wise, what could we put in there? So it's been super useful. We've really enjoyed having that there. It's got a glass top, a tempered glass top, so it looks pretty when you're setting your food out. And then it's got a couple doors underneath to store things. So it's not a big fancy purchase, but we are really enjoying it. And it is attractive as well. So that's been our addition to kind of make our fire pit area a little more convenient and a little more special. So we're really enjoying that. And then added a little more solar light. I love lights in the summertime. They just add so much twinkle, and so we added some solar lights to our trees out by the fire pit, which just feel magical to me. I think it's what small things can you do to make your staycation a little more special.
That all sounds fantastic. And you posted some socials, and I love the light. I love the bar cart. That's such a smart idea. Hmm. I'm going to have to think about that because you're right. Going in and out is, you can do it.
You can.
But if you just had something out there that wasn't huge, but
Yes.
just had your essentials, your bug spray,
Yeah.
because you know what I'm doing, actually, Kerri?
What?
This is making me think that I really do need this now. I have a pair of flip flops right outside my door on our patio.
Okay.
So I'm walking around my house, and as soon as I get to that door, I have to kick those shoes off. And then I open the door, step out on the patio, put those outdoor flip flops on because I'm thinking I'm going to get little gravel
Right.
and scratch my floors, or I'm going to get all this outdoor dust. So I'm trying to keep all of that outside
I was yes.
and then keep my indoor shoes as clean as possible. But if I didn't have to make those little indoor outdoor trips,
Mhm. Yes, yes,
I think
and
you're onto something here.
I have a wooden tray, it's quite large, I use it all the time to bring the food in and out, but even the marshmallow sticks, after they're washed, put them back into the box. It's got little places to hang a towel over, or you could hang your hot dog sticks or any kind of utensils. I'll share the link for that as well, but it's been super helpful. Just a little fun addition. That's one thing, enjoying just your backyard, which I think is awesome, whether it's just the two of us or the two of you or inviting people to come over. But talking about calendars, what are we putting on our calendar to make sure that we enjoy summer, whether it's in our backyard or not? So, what do you have on your calendar, Meg, this summer that you're looking forward to?
Well, I mentioned that my sister came out, and it was the first
Yes.
time at this house. Well, we also have a group of friends, and we've been friends since before all being married. And we've gotten together throughout the years. And it's funny, it's usually around Father's Day weekend because I
Uh-huh.
can remember the ladies, we would get together, we'd make tea times for the guys, they'd go golf, and then we would have dinner ready for them after golf. Well, they're all coming this Father's Day weekend, and we
Oh,
haven't been together for quite so many years. So they're all staying here. One of our couple friends, they just informed us they're unfortunately not able to make it. So we're pretty bummed, but we understand life happens and they have some family situations going on that they need to prioritize and take care of. So we will desperately, deeply miss them, but we totally understand life happens.
of course, of course. And maybe this will become an annual thing and they'll be able to make it next year.
That's what the notes were saying after our friend mentioned it to us. One of the other gals said, well, it's just another reason for us to get together next year. So, yes, we will miss them, but we're still hoping that we all have a great, happy, safe time and that their situation goes as well as possible as well.
Of course, of course. It'll be interesting to see if you do this every year. Will it always be at your place or will some of the friends take turns at their place?
We'll see how it all rolls out. Yes, thank you
Yeah.
so much. So we're doing all of the things and it feels like summer. It feels like a good old get together reunion almost.
Aw.
And it's giving us the oomph to pick a few extra weeds and
Sure.
just go outside and make it as welcoming as possible and get our house prepared. We're fortunate to have 2 extra bedrooms, so get those all ready to go, and we're just really excited to welcome them in and have a good old-fashioned reunion with good food. Oh, we actually asked if anyone would wanna take a night to make a meal because we used to do that when we would get together. We would plan a menu and then one couple one night, so they're just gonna use our kitchen, so everybody has a dinner night to prepare, and we're excited. We've got a fun few things planned for it. My husband is making all of these yard games for one day.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so we'll play along, and whoever wants to do it, they're great.
Sure.
He was also super cute. He asked in a poll out of 0 to 10 from lazy, relaxing gathering, reading a book on one of our chairs, to last person at the outdoor fire, 0 to 100. So some responses were, I want to be up all night. I'm the 100. And then we had some that said, oh, kind of in between, maybe a 50. And I'm thinking, gosh, I just need to be able to stay up past my 9 o'clock bedtime.
Right?
Yeah. So we're really excited about that. Tell me about your trip
Well,
or
I
what
have
you've got going on.
well, I have to ask you, is there going to be a boat rental?
There's this boat rental scheduled, yes. Now we might have to pivot. Our weather has been almost rain every day
Oh,
lately. And
jeez.
I looked at the weather and still have rain every day. So we even mentioned in our last communication, if you have a favorite board game, please bring it. If
Yeah.
you have a book you're really looking forward to reading, please bring it because we might need to be a little bit more flexible. But yes, the boat is scheduled and ready to go.
Well, I have my fingers crossed for you that that works out because I know how much you guys love your boating. That would be so fun to
Thank
have
you.
your reunion boat ride. I love that. Well, we have, as I mentioned, my sister and brother in law are coming for Father's Day weekend. And so, same, I was looking ahead and thinking, what could we do? It's supposed to rain on Wednesdays. Do we want to take in a movie? I think the guys are going to take in a movie, and my sister and I are going to go and sneak away, do a little shopping. But we put pizza on the farm as one thing to do with them, which we've done a couple times. And I sent my sister a list, and she thought pizza on the farm sounded like a good one. And then one of her recommendations was Top Golf, which we have never done. So we rented one of the bays for Top Golf for Saturday. So we're looking forward to that. So that's coming up right away. And then beyond that, we have our trip to Canada. That's where we're from, and our families are back there. It was cute last night. We had just moved out to our fire pit, and my sister from Canada sent a photo of their fire pit saying, you're going to be here soon, enjoying this with us. So I sent a picture of our fire pit back to them. It was funny though, because where they live in Canada, it's just light that much later. I sent our picture and it was pretty much, a fire in blackness. It was so dark, and it was still so light even at the same time. So I do love that about our trips to Canada is you get that extra, gosh, like hour and a half, like almost 2 hours of light in the evening, which is such a super big treat when we go there. So that's coming up. But what sorts of things do you and your husband do in the summer that maybe doesn't involve like big planning, or maybe it's just the two of you? Or do you take drives? What other little things do you add?
Well, I was thinking about this when you asked me to plan,
Hmm.
and it's funny because yesterday we were both running around and it, of course, was raining.
Hmm.
And my husband is very good about saying, come out with me for 5 minutes. And we did. I mean, we have a beautiful porch and it's covered, but
Yes.
then it's open. And we just watched the
Mm.
rain and listened to the birds and just kind of exhaled for a little bit.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful 5 minutes. And then all of a sudden, I saw the light change on the other side of the house. It was very yellow and
Mhm.
bright. I wasn't sure, is the storm moving that way or is the storm over? Well, then on the opposite side, I just kind of took a walk around our property and the sky was as pink as your shirt. I mean, it was pink. And I just glanced to the left side and there was a gorgeous rainbow. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
as wide as possible. We have probably seen, and I am not joking, from spring till last night, 10 rainbows.
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
well, we've gotten a lot of rain though too, because we haven't been here that long full time.
Mhm.
Really enjoying the property we have, taking as good care of it as we possibly can,
Mhm.
getting to know a little bit of the surroundings, but because the weather's nicer in the summer, even if it's raining, going out and enjoying a little bit of it. It's
Yeah.
simple, but we're trying to enjoy it.
Yeah, I love that. And I think that's the best, right? It's those simple, easy moments of taking time to notice. I love that. We had talked before about, I think last summer when we were making our summer bucket list of things that we wanted to add in. So yesterday we made it to our first farmer's market. It was a tiny one. It was a closest one to us, about 10 minutes away. Super, super tiny. But we did get some sourdough bread, and this lady was making kind of like almost like a banana bread, but it was peach. We thought, oh, we'll try that. So we got a peach loaf, super tasty. Would love to add in some more farmers markets. There's one in Woodstock that's amazing that we want to get to. So, farmers markets, pizza on the farm, as I mentioned, but also finding live music that's outside is one of our favorite things to do. And we caught a couple so far. And St. Charles is one of the areas that always has great live music on the weekends. So hoping to catch some of that, even maybe when my sister's here. So those are some of the things that we really love to kind of add in addition to all of our canoe rides that we take, because we do that pretty often too. I think we've already taken the canoe out almost half a dozen times. So, which is pretty good being that first day of summer, the official first day of summer hasn't even come yet.
That's really great. You really have been active in doing so much. Oh, and the farmers markets, those sound so nice.
When you go to the farmer's market, what do you specifically look for? Is there anything where you're like, I cannot come away without X?
My first thing that comes to mind is just the homegrown tomatoes.
Yes.
I just
And
love them.
and then do you just eat them straight up or in a salad, or are you making caprese, or what are you doing with them?
I could, or just a good old tomato sandwich.
Yes. Toasted tomato sandwich. Do you put cheese on yours?
I would not. I don't think I would.
Just straight up tomato sandwich. That
A
sounds so good.
little, maybe olive oil and sea salt on a toasted
Mm.
piece of preferred ciabatta.
Ooh, yes, that you might also buy at the market.
Exactly, exactly. Speaking of markets, because we're in a really small town here,
Mhm.
it's very cute. I'm seeing on Facebook a lot of people have these farm, it almost looks like carts,
Oh, a
and
little
it's all
stand.
a little farm stand. Picture a hutch, like a
Yeah.
dining room hutch,
Yes.
and it's on their property.
Mhm.
The hutch doors are open.
Yeah.
As cute and simply Southern as you can picture, there is usually a journal or a ledger because it's all on honor system,
Okay.
and it'll say fresh eggs in the cooler,
Mhm.
and then there's a little box for your money, and
Ooh,
there's a price list, and they might have a little basket of 10 tomatoes, a little basket of 10 zucchini,
Sure.
some banana bread, or
Yeah.
and then their cooler of eggs, and it just you write your name and what you took, and then you leave your money. So they're not, from what I'm seeing around here, full out farmers markets or
Yeah.
night markets or city markets. It's these little farm stands.
Yes, and they're just harvesting their garden, and whatever's ready that day is what's on their little stand. There was a lot of those around Rochester when we lived there, and we loved them. We don't see as many around here, or maybe we're not looking in the right place. But oh, there was one lady who would clip flowers out of her garden and have the sweetest little, almost like a tussie mussy bouquet, the little tiny bouquets in little mason jars, and for $5, you could get a little bouquet of freshly cut flowers, just so sweet. Yeah, I love those little farm stands. They're so cute.
So fun. Well, what do you look for when you go?
So we love to look for pierogies, which is why we need to get back to the Woodstock location because they have our pierogi man. So we love to get some pierogies, bring, some extras home to put into the freezer. The sourdough bread. I love the fresh jams. Some of the people that like to pickle things, like especially kind of unusual things like pickled cauliflower or something unusual like that. But I also do love the bouquets. They're just so beautiful and so colorful and really inexpensive and beautiful. Do you find, though, that not all farmers markets are mm, as reasonably priced as they used to be? Like the ones in the city, for example? Oh my gosh, it's almost like a trendy thing to do to go to the farmers markets in the city, but my daughter was telling me how much she was paying for things, and I was thinking, wow, that is not the same experience as maybe out here where we are actually closer to the farms. And maybe that's it too. For people to take stuff into the city, they've got to pay for their parking and all their time to get there. And I'm sure there's some kind of fee they have to pay. And so it is totally different. But out here, I remember like, oh, you pay a couple bucks for some corn or potatoes. That is not the same experience in the city, but especially our youngest daughter, she just loves it. And if she can get some fresh tomatoes, she's absolutely going to make them into a pasta sauce. That's her favorite thing to do.
That's fun.
Yes.
I haven't attempted a fresh sauce.
Yeah, she makes a very nice one. And it's a super simple sauce. There's not a lot of ingredients in it, but it's so tasty, and she's made it for all of us, and it's very delicious.
Very fun.
Now, do you have anything on your summer fun wish list that's not maybe scheduled yet, but you're thinking, "Oh, maybe we could fit that in later in the summer in August or something when it's not so busy?"
Well, you and I have an exciting event coming at the end of summer. So that is on our to do and our wish list because you and I are still kind of ironing out some of our details.
Yeah, for sure. And actually, it's funny that you say at the end of the summer. To me, that's right smack in the middle, right?
Hmm.
Because it's July 31st that we have our event at Camp Aramoni, and Meg and I are working on the details for that. If you would like, check the link in our show notes. If you would like to take a look at how to get a ticket, we would love for you to join us. So that is coming up, and Meg and I are putting a lot of time and energy into that behind the scenes. So that definitely is a summer fun thing that we have coming up as well. So, well, I was talking to my sister Deb about this episode. Actually, I think she kind of inspired this episode, to be fair. And I have to share one of the things that she talked about. She said that she started putting her lawn chair in the back of her car so that on her work days, when it's her lunch break or just a break, she'll go out to her car, take the lawn chair out of her car, and just sit beside her car to get some fresh air and some sunshine. Just a little summer moment in the middle of her day. And I was like, that's kind of genius. What would you call it? Like a trunk lawn chair moment.
A parking lot break.
Yes, right?
Perfect, perfect. That is
Yeah.
genius.
Yeah, why not? My husband, he loves to take walks out around the building at his work on his lunch break. And he said there's a couple other guys that do that as well. So I think it's grabbing those moments wherever you can. It doesn't have to be a giant vacation plan like you mentioned.
That is so smart because, Carrie, a while ago you shared about the lumberjack story, how the lumberjack took the break on lunch to go sharpen the axe. So I think if you can just say, whoa, I need to take my break and not just sit in a dark break room and scroll, even though if that's what you're doing, that's no judgment. But if you can get yourself out for some fresh air, whether you're moving or just sitting and daydreaming, I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, I love it too. Grab those moments where you can because summer zips by, at least where we live. It doesn't last terrifically long. It always seems to pass by so quickly. So I love that. Very great. Well, Meg, I want to share a little funny story for those listeners who have listened this far into the podcast. I remember one summer when I was probably a teenager and my mom enlisted me to help clean out this kind of storage area we had along the side of the garage. It had doors on either end that closed and it ran the full length and it would get kind of cluttered. And so she asked for me to help her. And my mom, very sweet lady, very even tempered. And so I'm like, sure, absolutely. So she said, you go up top and pass the stuff down to me that I don't want, and I'll take it away and decide what to do with it. So we're going through, oh, how about this? How about that? And I got to all these paint cans. And I said, Mom, there's all these paint cans up here. What do you want to do with them? And she said, well, can you tell what color it is? And I'm like, well, this one says eggshell white and feels pretty empty. And so she was deciding which ones to keep and which ones not to. And so I'm handing some of them down to her. And as I mentioned, my mom was a very even tempered lady. Well, on one of the hand downs, before she got her hands on it, I let go of the handle and the paint can fell right on her head and like caught her pretty good right on the top of the head. And clearly it hurt her. She yelled out of shock and pain, was not pleased with the fact that I dropped this paint can on her head, but she didn't say anything. She just walked away. Well, now I'm stuck up on this shelf with no way to get down because my mom's not there to help me. And I thought, I wonder how long she's going to be mad at me for because I'm stuck up here until she decides to come back and get me. So it was one of the few times that my mom's redheaded temper really flared at me specifically. Now, at my dad was a different story, but at me, I didn't see it very often. So I was sitting up there, what am I, how do I get down? What do I do? So she eventually did come back and I did apologize, but poor mom. She definitely took that paint can right to the head. So poor lady. Ah,
How long do
gee.
you think you were up there?
It. I'm sure it wasn't as long as it felt, but I think she probably went in and took a moment for herself. She was probably in there for 10 or 15 minutes before she came out and we resumed our project. But yeah.
Went to find an ice pack or something.
Yeah, maybe, or I don't know, grab a cup of coffee or have a moment. I'm not sure.
Exactly. Well, sometimes when people are helpful, then an accident happens and, you know,
Yeah.
well, very cute, very fun.
What are you gonna do, right?
What are
So
you gonna do? Well, it sounds like you have a fun summer. My gosh, pizza on the farm again, too.
we're gonna try pizza on the farm with my sister and her husband. So that'll be fun. And yeah, just any chance we can to enjoy the summer. Now, I will say my husband is definitely the kind of guy who wants to milk every second out of summer. So I've been trying to do this project in the bedroom. Well, that is not at all on his radar. He's not interested in spending time inside to paint or work on the bedroom. So that is very much on my own time. So when he goes fishing, I'm quick paint a wall while he's out doing his fishing. So yesterday, getting some time from him to install the light, I was grateful for that.
That's fantastic. Now, does he like the light?
He loves the light. Yeah, he's actually very pleasantly surprised by the power of the fan. And the blades are clear. That's the other nice thing about it. So you don't see much of the blades really, and then they just it slows down and they tuck themselves in. It's pretty cool. I will share a video of it for sure.
Well, you were just telling us all about these kitchen gadgets.
Mhm.
This is high tech too.
I have not seen a lot of fandeliers. I said to my girls in a text message, "Oh, dad installed the fandelier." And they're both like, question mark, fandelier? It was like fan plus chandelier. I call it a fandelier. So
That's
yeah.
so great. Good stuff. Well,
Good.
I'm going to adopt Deb's attitude. That's the whole sum of the whole idea of summer. Take the moments when you can,
Yeah.
enjoy the little things.
Yep.
And if you can squeeze in some of those maybe wish list, bucket list ideas, pop those in too if you can and enjoy your summer.
Yes. Well, Meg, I wish you a wonderful weekend with your friends, and I hope that you get a delightful summer lemonade or some kind of delicious summer beverage and go and enjoy those wonderful chairs that your husband just purchased. So,
Well, you enjoy your family too. I hope it goes smoothly. And thanks for the idea today. This was super fun.
absolutely. And to everybody who joined us today, we appreciate you so much as always. Thanks for tuning in. And until next Friday, we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
We wanted to let you know that Meg and I are taking Redesigning Health and Home on the road. We're doing a live event coming up very soon where we're going to do a live podcast episode. Meg is going to do a wonderful movement session for fitness, and I'm going to do a table setting presentation. There's going to be wood fired pizza. It's going to be the best time, and we really want you to come, right, Meg?
We would love for people to come, and it is coming up July 31st. It's a Friday evening from 6 to 9, and it's out at the beautiful Camp Aramoni out in Tanaka, Illinois.
We will put the link below so that you can check it out. We would love to see you. So pick up your tickets and bring a friend.